Welcome to Zona 13. Subscribe, hit the bell, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now, the story begins. In 1998, a pregnant mother named Samantha Hopper vanished without a trace while driving to a concert in Little Rock, Arkansas. For more than 2 decades, her disappearance became one of the most painful unsolved mysteries in the state. A story filled with rumors, dead ends, strange coincidences, and a truth that would not be discovered until 23 years later in an unexpected and heartbreaking way. This is the real story of Samantha Hopper, her daughter Courtney, and how modern divers uncovered what police couldn't find for decades. A story of loss, a story of persistence, a story of closure, arriving far too late. It was September 11th, 1998, a warm Friday afternoon in Russellville, Arkansas. Samantha Hopper, 19 years old, mother of a toddler, and pregnant with her second child, was preparing for a trip she had been excited about for days. She told friends she was heading to a concert in Little Rock. She packed a small bag. She dressed her 2-year-old daughter, Courtney Holt, with care. She hugged her friends goodbye and drove away in her blue Ford Tempo. Those who saw her last said she looked calm, focused, and in good spirits. Nothing seemed wrong. No indication that this would be the final time anyone saw her alive. Hours passed. Then a full day. Then a week. Samantha never arrived at the concert. She never returned home, and no one could reach her. Both she and her daughter had vanished. Police began to search back roads, highways, and nearby towns. Friends and family posted flyers. Local rumors began to swirl. Maybe she ran away. Maybe she was hiding from someone. Maybe she was kidnapped. But Samantha's family insisted she wouldn't disappear willingly. Not without calling. Not without saying goodbye. Still, without witnesses, without evidence, and without technology that exists today, the case grew cold, colder than anyone ever expected. For 23 years, Samantha and Courtney became a tragic mystery, a name repeated on anniversaries, a story whispered in the town, a question no one could answer. Where did they go? In October 2021, everything changed. A volunteer underwater recovery team known as Adventures with Purpose, AWP, arrived in Arkansas. Their mission was simple: search the lakes, rivers, and submerged areas that police had never fully examined. One location caught their attention immediately: a rural body of water called Brush Creek, a dark and murky area surrounded by thick brush. For decades, the creek had risen and fallen with storms, hiding countless objects beneath its shifting waters. Locals had mentioned this area back in 1998, but at the time, the technology just wasn't enough to scan it properly. AWP deployed their sonar equipment. A few minutes later, they noticed an unmistakable shape. Not a rock, not debris, a vehicle. The divers entered the cold water. Visibility, almost zero. The mud swallowed their hands, their lights, their air bubbles, but slowly. A metallic surface appeared, a door, a window, a blue frame. And then they found the license plate. It was Samantha's car. Inside the vehicle, divers discovered human remains that would later be confirmed as Samantha and her daughter Courtney. After 23 years, the mystery was no longer a mystery. It was a tragedy, hidden beneath the surface of a creek the entire community had driven past countless times. Samantha's pregnant body had been submerged. Courtney's tiny form still buckled in the back seat, frozen in time, lost until now. The impact, the theory, and the aftermath. The discovery broke the town's heart. Samantha's surviving daughter, Desiree, who grew up without knowing what happened to her mother and sister, finally received answers she had been searching for her entire life. Authorities reviewed the evidence found inside the car and at the scene. Their conclusion: Samantha likely lost control of the vehicle while driving late at night toward Little Rock accidentally entering the water. No signs of foul play, no evidence of struggle, no criminal involvement. Just a tragic accident, one hidden by time, water, and darkness. Her family held a memorial, finally able to bury Samantha and her 2 daughters together. The case also sparked a debate among residents and investigators. Why wasn't this waterway thoroughly searched in 1998? Could Samantha have been found sooner with better resources? How many other cold cases remain hidden underwater? Even today, many believe Samantha's story serves as a reminder of the limitations of the past and the power of volunteering, community, and modern technology. The story of Samantha Hopper is not just about tragedy, it's about closure. About answers arriving after decades of silence. About a family finally finding peace. A mother went missing, a child disappeared with her, and the world forgot their names. But in 2021, divers pulled history back to the surface, and Samantha's story was no longer hidden beneath the water. This is what really happened. This is the truth that waited 23 years to be found. And this is why every missing person case matters, every search matters, every life matters. Thank you for watching Zona 13. If you felt something in this story, curiosity, fear, or a strange pull you can't explain, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss what comes next. Leave a comment below. And until we meet again, keep your eyes open. The world hides more than you think,